Thank you for joining me for another Mastercam video. If you like these videos, please subscribe to the channel and turn your notifications on, and you'll be notified each time a new video is released. In Project 2 of Makerspace, we're going to start with a blank document, and I'm going to modify the views by saying Show Axis here. I can also hit F9 to toggle this on or off. The reason why I turned this on is I'm going to use the center point to make some geometry. We're going to go to wireframe and we're going to create a circle. And the circle is going to be a diameter of 3 inches. And I'm simply going to pick the center point of the document. And then I green check. It'll make that circle permanent. Now there's a couple tricks I use, one with bolt circles. Right now I can create a number of circles from a base point. So I'm going to select my base point. I'm going to tell it how many circles in the pattern I want. I'm going to tell it what is the diameter I want those bolt circle to lie on. I could shift it by an angle if I needed to. Down here I can turn on arcs, which I'm going to click right now. I could do points or I can do both. In this case here I want just the arcs, so that's all I'm going to select. I can also change the diameter of the circle, so I'm going to bring that to 1 inch just to show you that we can modify that. And once I green check, I have the geometry on the screen I need. Now there's a number of ways you can trim up this geometry. If you look at our video for the secrets of trimming, it will show you some different options you have. I tend to use divide. The reason for that is it's just very quick. It's very efficient. If I hold the left button down and just drag, I can quickly get to the geometry I need to delete, have things trim up very nice and fast. Now to machine the outside of this, we're going to need to put some fillet radiuses in here because our tool won't be able to hit these sharp corners. So I'm going to go to the fillet command, and I can put one fillet at a time if I'd like, by just clicking on the geometry where I'd like to put it. Or I can do what we call a fillet chain, which is a little bit faster. So I'm going to undo this at the moment. And I'm going to go to the pull-down menu here and say fillet a chain. I'm going to pick my chain, accept that. And now when I green check, I have all my fillets. This is a very quick and efficient way of filleting when everything's needs to match up. Now I'm going to create another circle, and this one's going to be 2.5 inches in diameter, and I'll lock that to my center. And when I green check, I have the contour that I need for my solid geometry. I have holes that go in these outside lobes here. In this case here, I could use my bolt circle once again, why not? It's already set up for 6 circles, so that works for me. My diameters are not quite right because I need a 1/4 inch. But this quickly puts these holes in, and I was able to reuse a lot of the information in here, so it increases efficiency. Now that we have our contour geometry, we can actually extrude this into a solid. So under the solids command, I'm going to say extrude. And there's a number, we could chain things one at a time and all that fun stuff. I like to, in this case, to use a window. I left click, hold the mouse button down, I drag to the other side, I release the mouse button, click again. And it captured everything in the window very nicely, very quickly. When I confirm that, it's going to show me my extruded geometry. And I'm going to do an isometric view here so we can see it a little bit better. In this case here, you see this blue arrow? I can drag this up and down for an approximate. In this case here, I'm going to drag it down, and I'm just going to left click, and you see the arrow change direction. So I'm now going to extrude below this center point. I'm going to give it a dimension of 1/2 inch, and I'm going to confirm that. And now I have my geometry for our Project 2.